Hey guys, this is Cassie, just doing my makeup today, just a full face. So starting out with my NYX Photo Loving Primer, and I'm just using the redness correcting one. And then we go straight into my foundation, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I have the shade 1.5. So just spreading that out over my face, and then I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend that in. I actually tend to use the Fenty sponge. I find it's a little bit softer than the beauty blender, so I have the Fenty one in this clip here. So you just want to spread that out, make sure you've got it all nice and even. So it has great coverage, and I really like the dry down. It sort of sets itself, which is really good. I do still put on a translucent powder in a little bit, but it holds really well. Just putting that in now. Okay, now that we have that all blended in, I'm just going to go in with my It Cosmetics. Now this is the Bye Bye Under Eye. I'm just using the illuminating one. I just have started trying to use that one. It's a bit more creamier. I've just had a little bit of dryness under my eyes lately, so the creamier one seems to be working a lot better. So just blending that in. I actually put it over my eyelids as well as sort of like a base for my eyeshadow that's coming up in a little bit. And just to kind of colour correct and hide all like the little veiny bits in my eyes. That's all done. Okay, got my Fenty Beauty Matchstick now. This one's in the shade Amber, I think. Mine doesn't actually have the name on it, but as far as I can remember, it's Amber. So I'm just popping that in the hollows of my cheeks, down my nose. And then last but not least, I am just going to put a tiny little bit just on my forehead, just to give it a little bit of more of a shadow up there. And I'm just going to use that same sponge that I used before to do my foundation and my concealer. So it's just the Fenty sponge. So just blending that in nicely just gives me a nice little bit of a chisel. It's just really soft, this one. I wasn't going for anything too harsh today. You definitely can get more of a cut line if you want, but just going for a nice soft one today. And then just down the nose as well. Making sure it's all blended in right up into the top of the eye socket. I was just doing a nice soft blend for the nose as well today. Again, just starting out with like a nice soft base. Wasn't doing too much, just going out for like a little bit of lunch. So wanted to look nice, but nothing formal. Once I've got that all blended in, I am going to set it all down. So these are all cream based products. So now we're going to be going into our powders. I'm going to use a setting powder. The setting powder I'm going to be using is the RCMA No Color Powder. So I just use a nice big kabuki brush for this one, just to get a nice big coverage all over my face. Setting all my cheeks, just my eyes. To find this is a really nice cheap alternative to some of the more expensive ones. And then now we have my Kat Von D shade light palette. I am going in with the shade Somber, so just popping that over the places that I put the Fenty matchstick, so the hollows of my cheeks, and then down my nose just a moment, and then just blending that in really nicely. I do use quite a dense brush for this and a flat topped one, so I find that really nice to blend these in with. Your Kat Von D shadows are really pigmented, so make sure you get a nice good blend in. And again, just up into the eye socket too. Oh. I have my blush, and I'm going to be using the Milani Luminoso blush this time. So just getting a little bit of that on my brush. this blush, you need to. I think this is probably one of the best blushes that I have. It has almost a bit of a sheen to it itself. When you actually look at the Milani brush up close, it has like kind of goldy flecks in it. That's really, really cool. And then I have my Napoleon Perdis matte bronzer, so bronzing up the sides of my face, and I'm doing the top of my forehead with this, so I didn't contour those. And just down my neck, I am quite pale at the moment, even though it is summer. I'm not a very, dark skinned at all. I generally stay quite pale all year round. Okay, so Tarte's Pro Go palette time now. This is the highlighting, everyone's favourite. I am using just 2 shades in this palette. First shade I used just on my nose is the strobe shade. And then on my cheeks, I wanted it to be a little bit more bronzy, so I actually mixed strobe, which is a lighter, more white reflective colour, with the more golden lit shade, just to give me a little bit more of a sun-kissed look on my cheeks. We are summer here in Australia, so that's what I was kind of going for there. These are really buildable too, so you can just use a little fan brush like I'm using here, just to have a sheer coverage, or if you use a denser brush, you will get like a to the moon glow, depending on what you want to go for. Doing some little dance moves. I was listening to some music, and using my Modern Renascence palette. It's the best palette ever. Everyone has this palette. Everyone's mum's dog's best mate has this palette, I swear. We are just going to go in with the shade Tempura, just on a nice fluffy brush, and just set that down all over the lid. The Tempura shade is like a nudie, pinky toned one. Although I did put the RCMA over there, I just want to make sure everything's nice and, powdered down. So we're going in with the warm tone shade here, and I'm putting that in the crease, just so that we get a little bit of definition to the socket before we go in with some other colours. I'm just going for a simple base on the eyes today, so just want a little bit of definition to contour. And now we're going in with the burnt orange, so I just wanted to warm it up a bit. The warm orange is more of I don't know what you'd call it, like an orange popsicle kind of colour. It's not super dark, a little bit more on the pastel side. And then raw sienna is the next shade that I take. Very similar to the burnt orange, except it's got a bit more brown tone in it, so it's a little bit darker, because I just wanted to keep that depth in there, as we just want to make the crease look like it's set back a little bit. That way it brings the brow bones forward and the lid forward. Now I want to deepen out my outer corner, so I take the shade Cyprus Umber on a slightly denser brush, and I'm just using a packing motion for this one. So whereas the other ones I was trying to blend it in, this one I'm trying just to deposit the colour straight on. And then you'll see I just blend out the edges in a moment with that same soft blending brush that I started off with. It's being a little bit lazy, just reusing my brushes here. I do that sometimes if I'm just, doing more casual kind of makeup, whereas I'll swap them if I'm doing something a little bit better. So just checking it's all nice and blended before I go in with a shimmer. I only used a very light amount of this next shade. It is a loose pigment. You can build it up extremely bright, or you can do what I'm doing here and just use a sheer amount of it. I'm going to be popping some glitter down. I got a little bit bored of this whole matte, and I tend to get a little bit obsessed with glitter, so glitter was going on. So I just wanted a sheer base for that, and just so you'd have that colour peeking through and it just wasn't my bare lid colour. So that was the Napoleon Perdis Mosaic Gold, and it's one of their loose eye dusts that I'm putting on now. And then I am going to be using another one of their loose dusts in just a moment's time, which is going to be the Bronze Ambition. So with their loose dust, they have some which are more of a fine pigment and some that are more of a chunky one. So that one was a fine pigment, where the next one will be a chunky. So for the chunky glittery one, I'm just quickly popping down a primer, which is just a BYS Glitter Fix primer. And this is the Bronze Ambition one here. So you'll see how gorgeous it is. It's so pretty, I love it. Again, it can just get bushier amount on. I was going for a little bit in the middle there today. I just wanted to give it a little bit of extra something. And then I'm being lazy and applying with my fingers, so feel free to use a brush if you want. I think your fingers are fine as long as you're using nice clean hands. With anything with your makeup, it's better if your hands are nice and clean, particularly around the eye area. So yeah, just swatching it on. I am quite new to filming, so if you have any questions or I haven't quite given you the right information, please just feel free to pop a comment in the box down below and I will try to get back to you. So just sweeping away that extra glitter, and then I'm doing my eyebrows. So going in with the Anastasia Beverley Hills, and this is the dipbrow pomade in the shade Taupe. My clip here does go in and out of focus a touch. Like I said, I am quite new to the videos, so just trying to learn as I go. So if you have any kind of thoughts or anything, or you'd like to see a more in-depth brow routine, please feel free to pop that down in the comment box so I can know. Also, I'm thinking once I've kind of got a little bit more of a better setup kind of going, I might do some more like how to with like eyeliner and things like that as well, and maybe different types of brow shapes and looks that you can do. And I'm just going over that now just with like a brow brush, just to brush that all in so you're not having any harsh patches. And then I'm going to set it down with a NYX brow gel, and this is a tinted one, so it's in the shade Expresso. Just wanted to give my eyebrows a little bit more of a 3D brow, like fluffy brow look rather than like your flat painted on ones. So I like this one, it's just really nice and cheap. You can use a clear one if you like as well. Okay, so eyeliner time. I have a couple of other videos up. In the first one I popped up with the Kat Von D Sienna palette, you can see a bit more of a close-up of what I am actually doing with my eyes and my eyeliner there, so definitely check that one out if you want a little bit more of a closer view. As I said, I'm going to be popping some more videos up, so there'll be more coming. Let me know what you'd like to see down below. Just a nice simple wing today, I think. I'm a little bit of a wing obsessy. I also love to have a wing. I kind of feel naked when I don't have a wing on. And we are going to have some lashes on today as well, so I like to have that band of black there just to hide the actual lash band and make it look a bit more natural. So before we put the lashes on, I'm just going to go in with some mascara. So we're using a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just in a little deluxe size today. I definitely recommend trying this mascara out if you haven't. I think you are going to love it. It's amazing. I don't have very many lashes and it makes me look like I have the fullest lashes. And it's time for lashes now. So I'm using the Artemis lashes. These are a silk lash. I don't actually have the name of the style. I did try to have a look at it and find the name. Unfortunately I couldn't find one, sorry, but have a look on the Artemis website. They have some amazing lashes. These are probably my favourite lashes that I have. And I've worn them a few times. Like, they're a little bit on the pricier side, but I've definitely worn them for a bit now. So go take care of them. Okay, for lips, I'm using a Lime Crime liquid lipstick here, and I'm using the shade Cashmere. It's just a really nice taupey nude colour, and it's so soft on the lips. It's really comfortable to wear. It's not drying at all. So if you do tend to get drier lips, maybe try out one of the Lime Crime ones if you've had a bit of trouble with some other ones kind of flaking a little bit. Now we're just going to set our makeup with the Kat Von D Locket Sedating Spray. It smells so amazing. It smells like cucumbers. So yum. And time for some little close-up shots now. Check yourself out. And then I think this is the end. Bye!